Hello everybody and welcome to NASCAR.com GarageCam for the NASCAR XFINITY Series here at Richmond International Raceway. I'm your host Matthew Dillner, bringing you live inside the NASCAR garage. We have two shows today. This is the XFINITY Series show you're watching live streaming only on NASCAR.com, and of course later today the Cup Series show, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure if you're watching this live, you're tuning into that later today as well. We have a little bit of a different show for you here on NASCAR.com. As you look at Carlos Contreras' car, look to the right of this video screen and you'll see a chat room. Hop in, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you want to see today on NASCAR.com as we venture the garage here. And we usually do it between practices or before practices. Well, we got something a little different today. We're doing it during practice. So yes, we're going to be weaving our way in and out of these race cars here for the long practice session at Richmond International Raceway. And you know what? We like to do things different. Let's do something different. Right here, we introduce people to people behind the scenes all the time, and this is Cindy Shepard right here, daughter of Morgan Shepard. I wanted to ask you, your dad won here in 1983 or 84. Do you remember that at all? No?
I wasn't. I mean, I know that he won, but I wasn't here.
How much do you appreciate coming to the track now? Your dad's, obviously maybe ending his career in the next few years or whatever. Who knows? Maybe he'll race until he's 90. But, how much do you appreciate it more now as it's later in his career?
Well, one of the things that I've really learned is over the years, it's an endurance race. My perspective's definitely changed and grown in respect for him for being able to do this. But just like any of the individuals that's been in this for years, like Mr. Hendrick and Richard Childers, all of them, people don't understand not only is the schedule physically taxing, it's also mentally taxing. And for him to have been here for 48 consecutive years this year, and at 73 years old, to be able to do that, I mean, there's a lot of young guys that would have a hard time keeping up with his schedule because they all have individuals that help them keep up with their schedule, and he doesn't have that. He's driving the motorhome, he's coming here, he's doing the, in the garage at 7 a.m. Some of these drivers are complaining when they have to be in here at 8:15 in the car. So the respect and just the amount of respect that we as a family have for NASCAR, we don't take it for granted. And, every single time I'm here at the track, I don't take it for granted. And it's special. And we'll take the opportunity just to say to Steve Burns' family, how much that all the people here really do mean to you. It really is a family, and we just feel, our hearts go out to his family, his wife and his son. So, no, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Cindy. We appreciate you. The Shepard family, such a huge part of this family and our NASCAR family here in the garage. And we love to introduce you to people, not just the drivers, but the personalities behind the sport. And Morgan Shepard's daughter there, working in PR for so many years, does a fantastic job. And we all love Cindy. She's a great person. Making his first start here in this NASCAR XFINITY Series right here would be Brandon Godovic in this number 55 car. Godovic, a native of this area, cutting his teeth at South Boston Speedway, at Langley Speedway. Of course, cutting his teeth in the NASCAR K&N East Series, where he won his first race a few years back, 2 years ago, I believe it was, at Greenville-Pickens Speedway, if I'm correct. So really cool to see him making a start here. And, of course, in Jamie Dix, number 55, Wind Stacks, Wind Power Systems, Chevrolet Camaro pulling out of the garage here. See this number 98 here, the Smithfield number 98, Eric Amarola. Ryan Ellis passing us by, looking dapper. At least he's not wearing his Washington Capitals stuff. Eric Amarola here, though, making a Xfinity Series start in this number 98 machine, the Richard Petty Motorsports, and driver driving this Biaggi Denbeste number 98. I believe it's still their car. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, but a lot of help and support from the Richard Petty Motorsports gang. Blake Cook, the number 8. New paint scheme for Blake. Teams working on these cars. You can see, got the tires off of Landon Castle's machine right here. Jimmy Weller making his return to NASCAR. Backing his car right up right now and indexing the wheel, making sure it's straight as the crew adjusts. And here is Jimmy Weller. Let's see if we can talk to Jimmy real quick. Jimmy, practice session underway. Good to see you back here in the Xfinity Series. How's this number 90 car running?
We're getting better. I think we've made strides all the way through. We've changed a lot of things, and we've made some good changes, made some bad changes, and a lot of it was just me just kind of getting used to this place again. It's been a long time since I've been here, and a long time being in the car. But I think we've made good strides, and Jason's been working with me, so I think we're going in the right direction.
All right, Jimmy Weller, we appreciate you joining us at NASCAR.com GarageCam. Ryan Ellis running. Let's hop on over across the garage here. A live, hot garage area here at Richmond. We're on our toes. We're having a good time, though. Landon Castle rolling by. Blake Cook's Promise Keepers, number 8. Bleed Filter Gutter Guard Toyota Camry. And we're going to cross the pit area really quickly here. And you see Brian Scott's number 2. Reeser's Fine Foods Chevrolet. Albertson's on board. You know, we got to give a shout out to this number 19 bunch right here. And the driver, Daniel Suarez, with a runner-up finish last week in Bristol, Tennessee. Definitely a great run for this team, but more importantly for Daniel Suarez as he continues to gain track time, to gain seat time in a NASCAR Xfinity Series car and also in the Camping World Truck Series. His first Xfinity start was here last year at Richmond, so a place that he comes to and has some familiarity, so it should definitely help him. Audrey Davidson, Suarez, tell him hello. And to win for Kyle, please. You know, I don't know who was the first person in the interactive chat today. We should probably check that out. But welcome to the chat room, everybody. Louis DiDonato, a veteran of our interactive garage. Pole position for you, man. I'd like to see Chase Elliott, please. We'll try to get to the Chase Elliott machine when we can. Let's see if we can get up here to David Starr. Why not? We're searching some drivers for you. Dylan Lupton, by the way, is driving John West Townley's number 25 car. That's of note for this weekend. And there is David Starr. We'll see if we could cut across here and talk to the driver of the number 44. Short track racing again here this weekend, and it's a part of the schedule that a lot of the drivers in the garage really like.
It's awesome. I love short track racing's awesome. Bristol last week, Richmond this week, and it's exciting. Only problem is our Zachary Toyota Camry is not very good right now. Crew's making changes. We're running out of time, and I'm a little nervous, but pretty intense. But great racing out there.
What do you guys working on right now? What are you guys missing, and what are you guys trying to find out
just
there?
forward bite off the corner. When
okay.
when you exit the corner, the back of the car, you lose the rear of the car. And to fix it, you make it where it won't turn into the center. So there's a balance there, and just trying to find a balance. Fix the forward bite, now it won't turn to the center, and you got to have it all here if you're going to run good. So it's a fun racetrack, but it's definitely a handling racetrack.
All right, David Starr, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. The Zachary, number 44. I wonder where this driver is. I wonder where all Jeremy Clements is. Let's see where Jeremy Clements is. Wonder if he's back there. Lenny Whitehead, the number 44, David Starr, telling my dad says, good luck. Rocker Chick, you also wanted to see Daniel Suarez, the second place finisher last week in Bristol. I know a few people are huge GarageCam fans and huge fans of Jeremy Clements. We always try to get him on the show for you whenever we can. I think he's up there in the hauler. You know, it is quieter up there. He's up there in the front of the hauler, I think, in the front of the toter home there, Matthew Strickert. Our producer, Matthew Strickert, does a good job. And so does our audio guy right here, behind the scenes. Always behind the scenes. Poor guy's got to follow me. There's David Svensson with a heavy piece of machinery on his shoulder. Veteran cameraman here in the NASCAR ranks that a lot of us love and respect. Brian Scott rolling out of the garage here in the number 2. Well, it really isn't a garage, is it? Here comes a kid that's been pulling double duty this year between the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. Chris Buescher. What a fantastic season so far for Chris Buescher. Cal Connolly, the new sponsor on board. You saw the plain white car last week for Cal Connolly, the number 15. And right here in the number 24, a Virginia native right here, Eric McClure. See if we can get in here and talk to Eric McClure real quick. All right, McClure.
How are you?
Home track right here in Virginia. Got probably a lot of family. I mean, yeah, the family that you have is so big that you might have to get like 40 tickets someday.
Yeah, but it's logistically a nightmare to try to get them here. So I think I wish my home track was like Daytona, and I could actually represent a little better, I think.
Well, tell me about this hefty number 24 and what you guys got going on so far in practice.
I don't know. It took a little while to get going, working with a different group this week. But I don't know. They say for the tires we had, our lap times aren't bad, but I don't really do well here, so I don't know if it's tire fall off, if it's, you know, as a driver, as it falls off, there's a lot of complaints because you want things to do a certain way. But they say we're okay. I think we're making progress. You know, we just got to work a little bit better, I think.
All right, Eric McClure, we appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Very humble man. Says he's not good here. You got to love Eric McClure. He's a little down on himself sometimes, and maybe he shouldn't be. Super nice guy. But of course, this McClure family, very well known here in these parts in Virginia. McClure growing up in the late model ranks around these parts. Mike Bliss, the number 19. Joey Gase's wild paint scheme right here, the number 52. Timmy Hill, as we roll down here, show you a few other cars in this garage stall. And we're all over the place today, but we'll try to get as many cars, as many drivers as we can in this very free-flowing, spontaneous edition of NASCAR.com GarageCam. Eric Jones is not in the 20 this week, just FYI for all you race fans. The number 20 this week will be Denny Hamlin. Don't be confused. Well, Eric Jones is here. He is in this number 54 right there, the Monster Energy Machine. Looks like they're about ready to almost get out here, making a few adjustments on the left front shock right here. But here he is, the driver right there, Eric Jones. All right, tell me about this number 54 car, what we got going on here in practice, how you guys running?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's not bad. We just, we can't get it to drive very good right now. So we got decent speed and just a matter of getting our Monster Energy Camry driving better. I just can't seem to find the feel that we really want. So we got a little bit of time left to go out and make a long run and see what it has on the long run. But got good speed, just got to get it driving a little bit better.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric Jones. We appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com GarageCam. And Eric Jones, this Monster Energy Machine right here, looking for more speed. And this is a place where you heard David Starr talk about it. You heard him talk about it right there. It's all about balance. Well, we got that song, It's All About That Bass, but all about that balance here. If you're driving a car here at Richmond, this place, yes, it's a short track. You can muscle yourself around here and make an ill-handling car kind of good. It's in the driver's hands, but it's all about the handling here. It's not really a power racetrack. It's not really an aerodynamic racetrack. It's a handling racetrack, and it's oh so key here at Richmond. Here's a beautiful flat gray paint scheme, the number 3 car of Ty Dillon rolling in here. His teammate, Brennan Gaughan, the number 62. rolling into his stall. A Shane Wilson-led crew opening up the hood of that race car, working on some shock stuff right now, taking tire temperatures and pressures. Plumley Rianne, BG needs to win. I need a new tattoo. Oh, I want to know about that tattoo. How about this? You need a new tattoo. Why don't you use the hashtag GarageCam? Get on Twitter, use the hashtag GarageCam. If you've got a NASCAR tattoo, we want to see it. Use the hashtag GarageCam. You can also tweet me at Matthew Dillner. So, yeah, we want to see your NASCAR tattoo. That's pretty darn cool. Well, Eric Jones, I don't think he has any tattoos, but already has his first win in the NASCAR XFINITY Series at Texas. David Starr looking for his first NASCAR XFINITY Series win. And I'll tell you what, he sure as heck almost got one earlier this year at Daytona. You know what? Should we freelance? Hey, producer, it's up to you. Should we freelance? Should we give them what they want? I think we should. Come on. We've been told that Jeremy Clements is up and over here. I think we're going to ambush him. It's been a long time since we've done the ambush. I feel like Michael Waltrip right now. I don't know if I like that feeling. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through here. Oh, fat guy problems. My whole crew is laughing at me right now. Well, that's what you get on live television and you're a thick guy. You can't get through small spaces. Here's something cool. We got Eric Morse from Sprint Vision and MRN right here. Also the voice of Texas Motor Speedway. And hey, we were talking about, hold on one, it's so loud right now you can barely hear, but we were talking about NASCAR XFINITY Series winners. And the last one we were saying was Johnny Sauter in 2003, but you corrected us.
Yeah, it's actually Kyle Busch. So Kyle Busch got his first career win here in 2004, driving that number 5 Lowe's car for Hendrick Motorsports. That was his first of, I think he's got 139 wins and counting. So get well soon, Kyle. We'll see some more burnout soon. But Kyle Busch, 2004, held off Greg Biffle in that number 60 Roush Charter Ford Taurus.
And what's your favorite race? We were talking in the truck before we came down here. Your favorite NASCAR XFINITY Series race here at Richmond?
Oh man, there were so many of them. I know you're a big fan of Johnny Sauter's win here. I think the most exciting XFINITY Series race I've seen here was either that Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin battle coming to the checkers in 2012, where Kurt Busch held it on the outside. In fact, that was the only win for Kyle Busch Motorsports in an XFINITY Series race was that night. And spring of 2010 was a good one. Brad Keselowski hit it before a green-white checker and just carved his way through the field on fresh tires. That was really exciting too. Just got around Greg Biffle on the last lap on that race. So a lot of good racing here, especially Richmond in the XFINITY Series.
Yeah, it's a short tracks, baby. Eric Morris, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Blaine Smith says, hi, Matt, from Connecticut Modified Country. Just made it here all at the halfway flag. Oh, it is the halfway flag. It's the halfway flag at GarageCam. I'm glad you joined us. I'm sure you're up in Thompson, Connecticut for the series opener for the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour, which I watched on NBC Sports, the tape-delayed broadcast. You can see them all year long. Of course, I follow that series, the Modifieds and everything from the Northeast on NASCAR home tracks. Big fan of the Modifieds. You know, so many great moments here, including Tommy Houston's win here, the first ever win here, Billy, was 1982 in the NASCAR XFINITY Series. And who can forget a win that personally is a little cooler, but it's Sam Ard. Sam Ard's win here, I believe, in 1983. Of course, his career ended in 84 after a hard crash at Rockingham, North Carolina Motor Speedway. But Sam Ard, always in our thoughts, always in our prayers here as he battles Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. So many people in this garage still care about the Thomas Brothers Country Ham 00 and its driver. So many great memories that he provided in this sport. Practice right now, if we look at the board, the number 20 of Denny Hamlin on top, the number 22 car, the Penske Ford in second, Austin Dillon, the number 33 in third, Eric Amarola, a strong run so far in that number 98 Biaggi Denvesti Ford in fourth, and rounding out the top 5, the driver that we talked to so far here in practice would be Eric Jones. So Those Gibbs cars, pretty darn strong right now. You can expect them to be pretty strong in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series this weekend as well. If you haven't watched the preview show on NASCAR.com, check it out. Marty Snyder and Chris Rice preview this weekend's racing action here at Richmond. That's on our site, NASCAR.com. And also check out the F-Post. I do the F-Post videos a lot with Chuck Bush, the bearded wonder of NASCAR.com. And he did a wonderful one kind of behind the scenes with PR guy Josh Jones with Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, of course, you know, winner here. How many times? 7 times. Was that him in the 33 car, by the way? Oh, the 88 car this weekend. That's right. Austin Dillon's in the 33 this weekend. A little confused, but it's okay. But Kevin Harvick, a winner here 7 times. His PR guy, Josh Jones, went to Western Carolina along with Chuck Bush. He also is an alumni from there. And they went back there and tried to kick a field goal for $10,000 for that program. And it was pretty darn entertaining. So make sure you check that out on NASCAR.com. The F-Post, this is number 19, works on the car. NASCAR Race to Green, NASCAR.com. Check it out. Little salutes on the car right here. The NASCAR green logo on this number 9 right here. Sitting in the car is Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick, we mentioned him. He's a 7-time winner here at Richmond. 21 top 10 finishes in 26 starts at Richmond. It doesn't get much better than that. Kevin Harvick, the man when we come here to Virginia. What a season he's had so far, Kevin Harvick in that number 88 Chevrolet this weekend. But here in the NASCAR XFINITY Series, man, he has rocked it in the Cup Series as well this year. A career year coming off his championship season for Kevin Harvick. Let's motor on across here. Hold on, before we get hit by a car. J.J. Ellie rolling through here in the number 28 machine. Some cars over here that we have to mention, of course. And one of them being, well, we talked to his daughter right there, but Morgan Shepherd. The King's Tire, number 89 here, the true underdog and a veteran of this series, working on his own car. He's not sitting in his car right now. He's actually working on the car with his crew right there, old school. Got a new suit this weekend, so pretty cool to see that. But I saw him throwing around some shocks before this practice session even started. So a hard-working guy right there at the ripe young age of 73, Morgan Shepherd. Carlos Contreras is number 15 right here. Mike Harmon alongside. Derek Cope rolling by in this number 70 car. Mike Harmon. And good to see a Virginia racing boy right here, Peyton Sellers in the number 97 machine, a veteran of the late model stock ranks here in the Virginia area. Another person great to see back behind the wheel of an Xfinity car right there, the 03 of Johanna Long. Bubba Wallace being pushed in. Beautiful new paint scheme. Bleacher Report on the side of this number 6 Ford Mustang. Krista Burrell wants to see Bubba Wallace. Well, there is the driver of the Bleacher Report Ford. Unstrapping from his number 6 Roush Racing machine. Brand new sponsor, brand new paint scheme for Bubba Wallace here. Having a solid season so far. And so is this Roush Racing Ford team. A little bit of struggle on the Cup side for this organization as a whole. But here in the NASCAR XFINITY Series, quite the opposite. Definitely a resurgence of this team and a youth movement here in the Roush Racing organization here in the NASCAR XFINITY Series. Opening up the season in such a spectacular way as Team 8 rolling in behind the number 16 with the win at Daytona. Bubba Wallace still hoping for that first win here in the NASCAR XFINITY Series. A lot of people say he can get it pretty soon, especially with the way the number 6 has been running. Bubba Wallace, a very determined young race car driver. So we look up at the board right now to see where Bubba Wallace is. on the scoring pylon. We got a rotating scoring pylon here at Richmond. I don't know if you can see it back there, but pretty cool deal for the race fans here. Brand new scoring pylon and beautiful big screen. And there is driver Ryan Reed climbing from his machine. Bubba Wallace fist pumping his boys here after a practice session out of the car. And all right, Bubba, how's this beautiful bleacher report Ford doing?
She looks good. We're a little bit off in our speed, but huge shout out to for Bleacher Report for coming on for this race. So it's exciting. The car looks really good. So just trying to find a little bit more speed. It takes our car so long to come in. So we need to speed up that process a little bit. So as you can see, my guys are always working hard to get the speed where we need it. So we'll see what we got for the race.
Okay, so you may not have the speed, but you say you're pretty good on long runs. Is it about finding overall speed? Is it about finding quick speed, or is it about balance here at a sensitive short track like Richmond?
A little bit of both. I mean, if you have speed, then the driver doesn't have as much frustration, but the balance pays off in the long run. So we need to tweak on a little bit of both speed and balance, but we'll see.
All right, thanks a lot, Bubba. We appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com GarageCam. This crew working really hard here. 5 minutes to go on the show, 5 minutes to go in practice here for the NASCAR XFINITY Series, and some desperation from some drivers trying to get out there. Bubba Wallace getting out of his car. Yeah, they're 17th on the speed chart right now, but don't seem all that concerned. Bubba Wallace. Hey, look, we have a GarageCam fan with this amazing Afghan sweater. Tell us about this sweater.
Hey, it's crochet. I made it as a tribute to Jeff Gordon's last season. It's the old Rainbow Warrior color scheme.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much. It took me about a week to do, and I just love it. It's perfect for days like this.
And you're a GarageCam fan, huh?
I am a GarageCam fan. I love social media. I love NASCAR.com, and this guy rocks. He is awesome.
Man, I should give you $20 for saying that. Well, thanks for watching our show.
Dinner.
There you go. You guys have a great day right there. And there is the number 03. Johanna Long walked up in that trailer. Let's see if we could go get her. Hey, you know, we've never really gone up in the trailer, but let's go see if we could go do it. We told JoJo we'd talk to her, and we weren't lying. Johanna Long debriefing with her crew. And we'll see if Matt Stricker can. Look at him. He's laughing at me. I was trying to get you to go in there for me. But Carl Long's number 40 car right here. Harrison Rhodes is 0. If you go into the left right there, Strick. I love sending in the producer and getting him so it's not so awkward. Oh, there is Johanna Long. Great to see JoJo back here in the NASCAR XFINITY Series and at a place that she's had some really strong runs here at the short track in Richmond. How excited are you to be back?
I'm really excited. It's really good to be back at the racetrack and in a car again. It's been a very long time. You know, I can't thank Mike Alfredo for giving me a chance. You know, it's a struggle today for sure. You know, it's a new car, new team, but you know we're working hard. Hopefully we can make this race today. It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna do our best.
How much is it, you know, hurt, or you know, how much itching has it been to be on the sidelines knowing, you know, all these guys are racing week after week, and you want to be in here?
It's depressing a little bit, you know, because you felt like everything was going your way for 2 years, and then it just all goes away. But it's just great to be back out here. It feels great to be back.
Oh, we love having you back. Johanna Long, thanks for taking the time for us here on NASCAR.com. And hey, Matthew Stricker, good job going there. You got to love it. Good job, Stricky. Oh, we got some good young producers here on NASCAR.com. So many of them. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. You got to love it. Little time cues right there. 2 minutes to go on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Let's see who we can talk to right here. Chris Busher right here looking over the speed chart with his crew. See if we can grab a word with Chris real quick here on GarageCam. Practice done with. You guys weren't exactly where you want to be on the charts, but how is the overall run for that number 60 car in practice?
Rush performance, Ford's pretty good. I mean, we go out here, and these tires are so slick when they're cold, and it just takes a couple laps. And our long run speed looks really good. And as we get going here, we're just trying to figure out a little bit for that short run, get that qualifying run in. And you know, there's a couple of guys out here setting a pretty good pace. We're trying to keep up.
I see you guys are good on that long run speed, and I know talking with Bubba, he had the same exact thing where they're really working on that short run speed for after restarts. You guys going to get together here and as an organization and try to see if you can get that done?
Yeah, for sure. We always do our debrief, so we'll sit down. We got four good cars here, three teammates to us, and everybody has a lot of information. And you know, I think Bubba and Elliot have been a good addition to our team this year. So you know, we'll kind of sit down and go through our notes and see what some of us hit on, and see if we can't put together one package that works for us.
You've been a busy boy the past handful of races. Are you getting used to this old double duty thing?
Yeah, it's kind of nice to take a break this weekend, but then they go and throw a one-day show on you, which I'm all for. I love it. I love to get in here, stay busy. There's no hurry up and wait. You know, this is enjoyable.
All right, Chris Buescher, we appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com. And there is this Roush Performance number 60 machine. And you know, I have to go around to the corner of this machine because out of respect to a racer, I know we got a minute left on the show, but we got to say this. All our thoughts and prayers are with the Burns family and also with the Reagan family. The passing of Marvin Reagan, somebody who I knew personally, headed up the Capitol Watermelon Speedway in Cordele, Georgia, and a former driver and car owner here in the NASCAR ranks, and the uncle of David Reagan. His battle with cancer, and we've lost Marvin Reagan this Tuesday, and just wanted to send out our thoughts and prayers to the Reagan family. Marvin Reagan, a heck of a nice guy, and that is a great family there, the Reagan family. So everybody here in this Roush 60 team paying tribute, and everybody in the garage area as well paying tribute to Marvin Reagan. Ty Dillon, the number 3 car right here. And you know what? Practice is over, and so is our show. NASCAR.com GarageCam. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Love having the show every day. Make sure you tune in to the Toyota Care 250, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox Sports 1. So make sure you tune in to watch that race. And then, you know what? If you're watching this live right now, get by your computer, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another edition of GarageCam in the Sprint Cup Series. Garage, baby. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun here at the short track. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.